Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that I just watched Moonlight, which apparently won. It won, right? The Academy Award for Best Picture. Um, at first I was going to write a Facebook post about this, but then I just thought it would be inadequate, and this would be the easiest way for me to talk to you guys about it. My thoughts are many. I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible, but it's going to be difficult because I've got many emotions and thoughts swimming in my brain right now. I actually had to take a break for like a good 5 minutes because that's some powerful stuff. So, look, I think that anybody knows that any piece of art, whether it's movie or a book or a painting, is going to affect you more the more you can relate to it personally. And I always assumed that I would like La La Land because not only was I a child actor in North Carolina, made good money doing so. That's a true story. Not many of you know. But then afterwards, I I did not get a new agent when I moved to Florida, and tried to find any way to be on stage that possible. So that meant doing every single school musical I could possibly do. I was Kaniki in Grease, and I was Birdie and Bye Bye Birdie, and I was in Mame and Fame and all these things. So my point is that I was in the dance troupe, I was in chorus, I was in anything to be on stage, and I love musicals. Um, so I assumed that I would like La La Land, and I knew that it would touch me, and I would like it just because of what it was. But I haven't seen La La Land, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't have to see La La Land. I'll see it eventually, but I know that there's no way that it could possibly touch me as much as this movie just touched me. Because when you talk about relating on a personal level, I was 35 minutes in, and it already related to me more than you could possibly know. For those of you who didn't know, okay, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, but when you're dealing at the beginning with the little kid finding the mentor in a poor part of Miami. I found my little brother Ronald when he was at the same age as this kid, and he was 8 years old at the time, and I became his mentor. And I mean, literally, those neighborhoods that you saw in the movie, it's the exact same thing. And here in Miami, but the difference is that, and there was no father around. His father had been murdered over nonsense when he was 5 at a nightclub over some dumb shit. Um, but anyway, the difference between this and the movie is that uh, you know, unlike the movie, he had an amazing mother who gave him the right values and taught him the right thing, and thought it was important for him to get involved in Big Brothers. And then I, by the grace of God, became his big brother. So the first third of the movie hit me really hard because it reminded me of how I've connected with this little dude who's now a man, who's now 21, about to become 22, who I watched raise into an amazing man, and who I mentored, etc. Here in Miami, in those exact same neighborhoods you saw in that movie. Now, aside from that, let's say that I never lived in Miami, none of that ever happened. It's just a beautiful movie. It's so beautifully artistic. The music is amazing. It's a movie about uh, the struggle of the black experience, um, and how bad things can happen to good people. That's what it's really, really about. And I think that this movie was an important stepping stone for people to understand that love and attraction comes in many different forms. And what I really appreciate about this movie is that it was completely seamless in how it presented the relationship, the love, the attraction aspect of it. It was done so beautifully. Um, so I think that usually when you see a movie that wins Best Picture, you say, "Hey, great movie, I recommend it, whatever." But it's not often that I would say I think that every single person in America, if not the world, should see this movie. That's what I'm saying. I think everybody in the world should see this movie. It's a stepping stone towards understanding the black experience in America and something that most of us never have to think about, which is not feeling like you can actually outwardly, not even just love, don't even go that far. You can't even, for lack of a better term, you can't even hit on the person that you like because they're the same gender. You can't even, I'll walk up to any girl I want and I'll just holler at her like, "What's up?" Think about that. But it was done in such a it was done in such a poetic, not in your face way. You know what I loved about it? So much of it was in your face. It was in your face, but so much of it was so subtle. And if you watch it, I need to watch this again because it's on iTunes. I only got like 24 hours to watch it, so I might have to watch it again. But it was really beautiful, and the acting was great. Um, that's all I can say. I guess this is going on 7 minutes. It's much longer than I always wanted to keep my things less than 5 minutes, but those are my thoughts. I think everybody should see this movie. It was beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So I will watch La La Land eventually, but kudos to the Academy. They did good. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.